We are back with Ace Attorney Justice for All. We've gotten some information that made us come back to people and use Cyclops and stuff like that. We had our Magatama, and we're going to do it again. So, let's go ahead and immediately do that. Maya's Magatama, boom. This guy's got some kind of secret. With like what was it, like 5 or 6 locks or something crazy? Yeah, 5. Jeez, man. Matt's secret. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corrida had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corrida, especially on that night. So remember what we were doing last stream. We found the super secret spy camera, and hello there, Koyuki. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? He's got the jacket of a Red Ranger with the hairstyle of a blue, black, or silver Ranger. Nice. I could kind of buy that, too. So, we have various pieces of spy equipment here. That's Lotus camera. You got the transmitter. We got... well, not the stuffed bear itself isn't going to do it, but the spy camera, that'll do it. Then again, though, the spy camera was set in it. The text says that, but I'm going to do the spy camera first. Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Corrida's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then sent the images the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden? Oh, well, now he's literally asking for us. Alright, stuffed bear. The jacket has an air of Rock Howard about him. I could totally see that. The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. Huh. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corrida was... I mean, we're directly accusing the guy. Give me a break, man. Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how you work at court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here is proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. Oh. This is, again, it would have been obvious information if I played this whole thing continuously, but from last stream, there's the receipt that says that he personally bought the bear. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800? This could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Hey, fun fact, in a lot of US states that's literally illegal. You cannot buy or sell ivory because of the, I don't know if they're still endangered, but for the very sensitive nature of elephants and other animals who would have that. What was it, like rhino? Rhino wasn't ivory, is it? But you get the idea. So, for example, my parents, when I was a kid, got an ivory key, like an ivory tipped key piano, and I thought it was an absolutely insane deal that they just got it absolutely free. But That was probably because they had to get it absolutely free. You can't buy or sell that stuff where I live. Ew, elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Yeah, we're just glossing over the ivory stuff. Oh boy. Hello there, Insane Buffoon. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. Oh, Anthasius, does it have the same antiquity laws the UK, where if it was made before a certain time, it's okay? I don't know. I just think you're not allowed to buy and sell it to, you know, encourage further hunting. And hello there, Dragon Ace. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? The store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph. Did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking at stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Korida's room and filmed it in secret is... Now this one's a little, like, again, less obvious to me because it's been a while since I streamed, but the picture card. The murderer. Miss Andrews was carrying it. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelley de Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelley de Killer? That's ridiculous! Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Look at the stakes. 5 bars. Mr. Matt Ongard, I know why you know Mr. De Killer. It's because... You're a hero of justice, you're a star, come on man. You're his client. And hello there, staying hydrated, good evening and welcome to the stream, how's it going? Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client, that's why. You hired Shelley de Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corrida. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is... you, Matt Ongard. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. Oh! I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. Ongard, you really did hire? Hold on a sec, I'm gonna consult myself, okay? That's pretty good. Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? We're not doing a split personality thing, are we? Where the butler is shady as hell, but he really is just the butler, and Matt Ongard, like, is the killer. That doesn't really make sense. I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Oh, damn, okay. No, it is him. Oh my god, he's Shanks from One Piece. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? Oh, he's got a drinking glass? Come on. That's so stupid. I'm Matt Ongard. Do the cops know this? Is the guy standing right there? Yeah, maybe the butler's Matt in a suit, hence the zipper all the way up. I do find those stitches very suspicious, but Matt Ongard has been in jail. So Matt's secret and motive for murder. What's your secret, dude? Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... So you are Shelley the Killer's client? You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? But what do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? That's... You're lying. What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera and... A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like the pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why... Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay, and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl? Motive for murder. I mean, I think we have an idea, but then again, Juan's secret? I don't know. Or maybe the secret is Celeste, I suppose? And yeah, I love that he just has a brandy glass. I freaking love that. He just produces it. Why? Why would you kill Mr. Corrida? Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Corrida had been able to give it, then Mr. Engarde's secret would have... Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Corrida ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it, the assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt Engarde. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What a shame. Does anybody get that? What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corrida, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. I mean, literally speaking, but you would still be held accountable. Like, the person who hires an assassin would be considered accessory to murder, if not murderer themselves. You killed Mr. Corrida. I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Aw, but too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer, after all, aren't you? Yeah, I mean, I could say it, but that probably would get me disbarred. You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya. You wouldn't want to test Dick Hiller. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You... scoundrel. You mother... scoundrel. You, jerk. Yeah. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it all, my all tomorrow. Yeah, we never dropped the Esquire, although I guess that would be a little pretentious when we're surrounded by lawyers all the time. Oh, I'm also an Esquire. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. It is, but so is "oh, come now." Like, that's so TV. Nobody talks like that. Yeah, blackguard, heartless vagabond, accursed mountebank. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Seriously, what's with the scars? I hope we go into that. Maya! Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now... Oh, is this the butler? Now you've finally found it. Oh! The starting line of this case. Edgeworth! I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. Ooh, that was fast. Well, Wright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy... No! We can't do that. That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth! Right? Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. Well then. But Edgeworth, I want you to give me all the answers. Matt Onguard, I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer? Matt Onguard, that man is really... Ugh! It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. Maya's situation. Give me all the answers. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right? Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. But why fight? Edgeworth, solve the trial for me. People like you and Francisca von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict. I mean, that's literally the opposite of what verdict means. Ver is true. For a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francisca. She fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. Yeah, now that I no longer have it, I no longer have to fight for it. It was very liberating. What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Enguarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right? Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. And to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before. However, you did, but my name is the Killer. Shelley the Killer. You're Shelley the Killer? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain... Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice long nap. Oh, that's nice of him. What a guy. And then he'll return her. Ah, no! Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Well, there's a hint, right? The one cat in the entirety of our city, because we happened to run into a cat earlier. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission? Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat? It can't be. That cat. Can it? The only cat in the world? This is incredible luck. What is it? I think I know where Shelley the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for Enguarde Mansion immediately. Alright, you hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah. Oh my god. We gotta move, and I forgot how to do this. Is it from the hotel? Okay. Ah, we're here. Maya! Please answer us! Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer. Assuming, of course, that that's the precise meow that we heard that one other time. He and Enguarde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. There's no one to talk to. Motorcycle. It seems that Enguarde was quite famous even as a motorcycle racer. Generally, when a star like him tries to do something like that, they fail, but it seems Enguarde is no ordinary man. Okay, but seriously, there's the blatant bear right here. Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. but there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. Got it. Oh, it's wood. A bear. Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Karida? Why would something like this be here? Right? Look down. There's a little pet door installed here. Ah, I'm sure that's for Shu. Do you think that this came through that little door? This door, it's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Slam. Crash. Oh, we just did it. Ah, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is OnGuard's private lounge. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Okay, if somebody in chat could look this up, I would very much appreciate it. Shouldn't it be antenna with no E at the end? I thought antenna with an E at the end was multiple antennae. I want to say it should just be the A, but okay. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. No. But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Damnation. The wine cellar. We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. Oh, thank you. The E of the enemy is plural. Thanks, General Ledger. Oh, both are correct, but antennae is lesser used? What? Ugh. Stupid pretentious Phoenix Wright. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. Okay. But wait, there's this conspicuous thing that Maya noticed earlier. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste. Miss Impax? You mean... Yes, Mr. Karida's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. OnGuard's mansion? And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. Got it. Ah! What's wrong, Pearls? But please let me see that picture frame. Huh? What's so special about the frame? On the back. There's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message. What? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get OnGuard a guilty sentence, okay? She took the time to write, now listen up. If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Or room on a frame. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. She wrote all that? She wrote, No! Mystic Maya! Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth? Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Miss Andrews' psych lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. We're back, baby. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I have come to remove your psych lock. Psych lock? What? I can't see them. What are you talking about? I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. Fine. Go ahead. Try to break me if you can. Oh boy, we're back, baby. Whammo. Only the one lock, but I guess it's a big one. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Enguarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Enguarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. What could it be? I mean, we know that the whole Celeste story. Celeste. There is only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impax's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. Enguarde, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? Uh-oh. Well, that thing we just got a second ago, right? With love? This. This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's all right. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Enguarde's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Unlock successful. Why frame him? Well, I think we know. Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Corrida didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. But because of Mr. Enguarde? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. Revenge. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see. So that's what happened. But then why did Mr. Corrida have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Miss Impax. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and, so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case... And yeah, Anthasias, I appreciate the sad rendition of the Steel Samurai theme. With his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge? There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. Hero of heroes, superhero. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out all about this that I... find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters, so when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. Ah! And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation, or with what I know now. Oh boy. Things are adding up, and that's how the section ends, so I get a save prompt. Okay, we're building up to the grand finale now. I'll just do the third file, it's fine. There we go. Really? How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh my god. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. I love that that's the judge. Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! Oh no! You are no longer worthy of your title. I've had this dream before, some time ago, as if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. That sucks. The judge was Dracula all along. Oh god. 9:43 a.m. It's a little before the trial starts. Oh boy. It all begins. It's gonna happen. Absolutely insane. But... Phone. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. You gonna prove me... Oh, he's gotta do the voice because he's in public now. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Oh my god! The freaking glass. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Urgh. Now, listen up. You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime by not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Phoenix? Phoenix! Who's talking? Oh, she's back. Mia? Maya? How's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. It's that accursed On Guard again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Ah, Gumshoe. I'm really, really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal. What? Did Edgeworth put in a favor for him, or what? Ah, then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get On Guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. A dinosaur. Sorry. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. Or not, because I have to specifically draw it out. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it. 10 a.m. on the dot, we're going in. Rabble, rabble, rabble in the court. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt On Guard. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying that she is guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. Ha! I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Correda was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client so to speak, is Matt On Guard. What a surprising turn of events! I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Well, there he is. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. Ah, I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Angard's room. Okay, sure. And here it comes, everybody! Visit to Matt's room. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal, even though we saw the bellboy, and we saw that he was Matt's butler, but never mind about that. If one assumes that the person Mr. Angard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy... What are you implying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right? Alright. Cross-examination time. Here we go. I went to Matt's room. He was standing there in his costume. He was talking with someone. I thought it was the bellboy. I watched them, and then I gave up and went back. Would you, want to talk to them? You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do. So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think. Yeah, but... At first I thought it was the bellboy. At first? What do you mean by that? I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Hey, wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago, you stated... I did feel something weird. He gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Okay, so he gave the bellboy a tip. I watched them for a while. So he just hits bellboy. So let's just do this again. You could say it's typical behavior. Oh boy. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. The bellboy's face or Angard's tip. Chat, what do you think I should ask about? The bellboy's face or on guard's tip? I have a couple options here. Do we have a preference? This is one of those things where I could get away with either. So if you want to hit me up, then you are more than welcome to do so. Face the consequences. Get the hell out of here. But alright, we're doing it. Bellboy's face. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old gramps. Ahem, I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court. No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches. A line of stitches? Yeah, and it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. Ah! He was there. At On Guard's house. He was that butler. What is it, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. So that means On Guard was talking with De Killer, then. If that fact were to be exposed, On Guard would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything. Yes, Chief. You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright? Huh? What did you just say, Your Honor? Nothing, Mr. Wright, nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony. The pressure. So we're back to the testimony here. At this point, yeah, I gave up. I don't even know if there's anything else to particularly go for. Unless I can go the other way if I press the bellboy a tip thing one more time. The surprising thing that we actually go through the whole thing. Let's ask about the tip. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much? Would you please clarify for the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash? Will Powers is huge. Look at that guy. Ah, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash that can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Raise an objection or wait and see. Ooh, boy. Tell you what. Chat, should we raise an objection or wait and see? Yeah, they could have all been ones, but even so, a roll is kind of a weird thing to do with that. But yeah, chat, raise an objection or wait and see. I'm seeing object. I'm seeing wait and see. I'll give a little more for any other opinions. Otherwise, I'll make a decision myself. We don't play this game to not object. You know what, touche. Object. Objection! The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. Objection! Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash, for all my hard work. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Ah! Payment? Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida. Then the bellboy the witness saw? Yes, he was the assassin. Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the Killer? He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir, right away. Oh boy, here we go. The second time. Oh boy. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom, and that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Yeah. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Press, I mean. Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Yeah, Maya gets paid in burgers. You're damn right. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. De Killer. Then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. Ha 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 ha. This is no laughing matter. Alright, the second time. Here we go. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. I don't believe you! But yeah, no. It was... Okay, yeah, they didn't have I mean. That would be so stupid if they did that. But now that I think about it, he did seem out of place. So, yeah, I want to specify why and how he seemed out of place. So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next? Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or try to pull a fast one? I'm gonna pull a fast one! There is nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really, really is. There really, really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed, ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well, this court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to... Oh yeah, come out of a guest room empty-handed. There you go. So, hold on a second. Hold on just 1 second. We have the wine glass. So, yeah, why would he not be coming out with that? Mr. Powers? Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and... So? A baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? How does no one use this out of context clip? I've seen the "It's Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas" like 1,000 times. This is brilliant. How do you not use this? Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? What? Oh, Well, there's also... I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corrido's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with the bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corrido's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. But can you prove that Mr. Corrido was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed? I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright, that bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So? A football is made of leather? Oh no, come on. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? This is amazing. Oh. But that man, he received a large roll of cash for the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe that he was just another bellboy. Even someone like myself. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. Their second meeting. Oh boy. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. Okay. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room? Yeah, I kinda saw all that by accident. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, boy. Yeah, at least the judge is self-aware enough to know how dim he is. No kidding. Anyway, their second meeting, here we go. The bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door. He gave something to the person inside the room. I like that he says the person instead of Matt. I said hold it. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. The person inside? Something. Don't ask anything. Well, the person, I just said that. So who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah. Well, it was Mr. Onguard's room, correct? So it could have only been Mr. Onguard himself, I'd say. And then, what did the bellboy do after that? Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing. So he didn't even change the statement. I'm pressing him again, actually. Only ask one question at a time, so the something. That was outside the room, right? Did you at least get that? Yeah, why are we bullying Powers? Because I want info, damn it. We gotta get the stuff we're looking for. So ask about this something. He gave something to this person. Yeah. And what is, or was this something? If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... No. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. But we still didn't get that. So... Oh, okay. If I saw it again, I could say for... I could say for sure. Oh, if I did see it again, yeah. But I think it was some sort of wooden statue. You could only see Matt's arm guard. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so wooden statue. Well, thank God that's exactly the thing we just found a little while ago. Was it this wooden statue? What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw, was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt Onguard's mansion. At the defendant's house? What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room, and then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then the bear being found at Mr. Onguard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Onguard is the killer's client. Order! 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 I said order! Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. Ah, I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright? There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? Powers' testimony, the person who received the bear itself. We're going to talk about the bear. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright? This was found at Mr. Onguard's mansion. However, Mr. Onguard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh. I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Onguard who took this bear to his mansion. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendants to have taken this bear home. Whew. Disaster averted. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Enguarde's mansion. We had this area completely surrounded, no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. The butler was the killer. Oh no. The killer and Enguarde were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Enguarde Mansion as its butler. What a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to Enguarde Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Enguarde had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to... I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Powers' testimony. What? There is still another one? There is indeed, Your Honor, and it's quite a questionable point. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that, blah, 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 blah. What would you like to explore further? There's Powers' testimony, but then, if the killer brought the bear, who received the bear? There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. Oh, right, in the room. He gave something to the person inside the room. Yeah. It could have been Andrews, it could have been someone else. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of... Ah! Huh? What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Actually, so... I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm. But the arm... It was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it. But wouldn't that mean it was Andrews, then? You've got to be kidding! Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Order! Order! It looks like you've dug your own grave, yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And, as we all know, Matt Enguarde is the Nickel Samurai. Yeah, but Andrews was wearing the costume, man. Come on. Thanks to the defense, we've made all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Enguarde. I see no reason for this trial to continue, again. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? What should I do? So, chat, what should I do? Hear the verdict or raise an objection? Yeah, who was bearing the bear? Nice. So what am I going to do? Let the judge go or raise an objection? What is our best course of action here? Let's hear them out. Trial's over. I was a fool. Alright, we're doing it. The defense rests... Phoenix, are you giving up? If you do, Maya will die. Ugh! And you'll carry that weight. Oh wow, sweet Cowboy Bebop reference on your shoulders every day for the rest of your life. I don't want that to happen to you. Mia. Raise an objection, Phoenix. I will now announce my There is only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number 1, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number 2, that very same figurine was found at On Guard Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the works of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I am saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. Oh, that is pretty scummy. The real client? Yes. Is this all you have? Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer? Talk about throwing people under the bus. This is really scummy, but I kept saying it's Andrews. Adrian Andrews? Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt On Guard for the crime. By wearing a spare Nickel Samurai costume. Then the Nickel Samurai's arm that I saw? That could have very well been Miss Andrews. Damn. But what about Mr. On Guard? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony, the defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. On Guard's mansion? It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on, anyone could tell On Guard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt onto someone else. Is this the first time we've ever heard the jury talk? Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya, this is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Order! 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 All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. Well, this is awkward. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. This is intense. 11:54 a.m. We've been going for a while. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick. Pearls? Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads. But... What? We don't have any more time. If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent! Huh? A tent? I could see a circus tent. Mia. It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now, but I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Very Big Circus. Maya is somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map, about a 300-foot radius for the main tent. Hurry! And? I could see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Huh, okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Oh boy. 12:05. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court of this bear's secrets? All right. Why does she... Well, damn, here we go. The bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes. Looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. It looks like there really was something to that bear after all. Okay. Here we go. It's an elaborate puzzle. A puzzle? That's right. But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? Taken apart one piece at a time? So you can take it apart, and how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh, this is most interesting. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. This is amazing. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? A small cavity with room to store one item? And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who brought it. Oh, who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you? That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. If you don't know the order, you can't open it. So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country. But this looks like it could be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside. Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. You can't tell it is a jewelry box. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container, or jewelry box? I never told anyone, and as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. OnGuard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm going to get for now. Okay, only Corridon and Andrews know how to open it. That's an update, so that's something. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize... that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside? That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness? Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Click. I've opened it. Is it the suicide note? Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. The suicide note? The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impax had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Order! Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace, so now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impax left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by OnGuard, about being engaged to Corrida and OnGuard's role in destroying that, and about how she decided in her despair to end it all. And that's all Miss Impax had to say. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. OnGuard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word. Matt Onguard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Found inside the figurine tells of Onguard's horrible misdeeds. It's the note. It's Onguard's fault that woman killed herself. Yeah, the jury again. How terrible. What a selfish person. I guess there's still... okay. There is no room for doubt here. Mr. Dick Killer's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note, and the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I could find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel's already in the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry. The suicide note of the figurine. Which one of these should I pursue? Well, that's going to be... Which one, chat? Which should I pursue? I know I'm going a little over time. I'm just going to take this until the next checkpoint. So which option should I exercise? The note or the figurine? The note. Yeah, that is the brand new fresh piece of evidence. Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. This is awkward. I think Your Honor believes that Matt Onguard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Corrida until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that Matt Onguard could not have known what was written on this note. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Order! 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 You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. Ah! I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the... I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Matt Onguard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And? The victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Onguard. Order! Order! Ahem. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. Ugh! But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this. Oh, he had the same thing? Gumshoe's bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matt Onguard's fingerprints were on there? Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Onguard's learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy? Stop, don't look at him. Oh no. The way he's sweating is just so, ew, nasty. Phoenix. Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet? What I'm going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There is a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Hey chat, should I present the evidence or no objections? I think we know where we're going with this. And hello there, Arcadian. Good evening and welcome to the stream. How's it going? I get the feeling we're going to be pressed for presenting evidence because no objection. She's just going to tell me to do it. I'll let it go. Mia doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah, good idea. I have no objections to Angar getting his guilty sentence as he should, but I can't let that happen yet. Mia said there's still something worth examining. If she thinks so, then even if I have to force it, I must find something to bring up. I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Objection! Yes. Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You are beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So, you're telling me that I forgot something. You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. Well, the thing we just talked about. The note. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside this bear, but this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh. So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impact or not, that has yet to be even remotely confirmed. We're reaching, man. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be... Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Angard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear? How dare you? Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Ah! Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Ed Angard. I did no such thing. Right, if you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. This is so many objections. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Ugh. That's a good point. That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Handwriting analysis, my butt, that's just a lawyer trying to buy more time. On Guard is guilty. Look, any idiot could tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty! Oh, jury's not having it, man. What is that sound? It's Gumshoe. Hello? Gumshoe? What is with him? And what's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Oh no, the jury's I don't even know if it's the jury, just everybody's furious. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't... For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I am about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Literally take that. Mr. Edgeworth? Please, you've got to buy us some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but... I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time, I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. Damn, dude. Oh? Objecting to the judge? Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Damn, dude. This is intense. 2:04 p.m. Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation? The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. Ugh. We found her! Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence? I thought you'd ask, pal. Huh? I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my hunk of junk car, I'll say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Jesus. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. What? Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. No one can stop me. What? What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help. But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No! We can't let that happen! Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand the chance. Why? Oh, why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? Chat. There is a way or there's no way? What do you think? Yeah, about those red lights. No freaking kidding. No way? It's no use. I can't think of anything. I see. Alright, I'll try to think of something on my end. Don't get your hopes up too high, but I'll try my best. Did I say something wrong? Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, Defense Attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears, whether you did your job well or not. That can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict? Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. If I had gone the other way, then I could have selected Franziska von Karma's profile for some reason. But to be continued. So, we're saving. There we go. The drama just doesn't stop. But this is where I am going to end the stream for now. So thank you very much for watching the stream, and have a wonderful night. Oh, Franziska's a tracker on Gumshoe. Good point. Very clever. We'll see if this affects anything. But, bye-bye, everybody. Here I am back at the final choice of the stuff I was doing during the stream. Can we save Gumshoe? I said there's no way, and we said, oh well, I guess we'll think of something. Maybe Edgeworth will come up with something on his end. But nah, I'm gonna be nice. I'll say there is a way. That's right, there is a way. What? How? I'm sure we could find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. And this is where I show, yeah, Von Karma herself, because I don't think we have her transceiver. Oh, she's way back here. Why are you bringing up Franziska at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Franziska. Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth? What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. Okay, I think this is dialogue we've seen. Yeah, no, it's basically the same idea. Okay. I have to go make this call. I think that is the same idea, so either Edgeworth says he'll figure out something on his end, so he'll probably think of Franziska von Karma, or in this case, we did. So we made it happen. There we are. Thank you once again for watching the stream, and have a wonderful night.